Hey, mom, so grab your favorite mug and pour yourself a cup of joe, and let's pull back the curtain and get a real life glimpse into what it means to be a momtrepreneur and a homeschooling mom. So these are pretty much spontaneous chats with very few thoughts written in my notebook. I do write stuff down so that I can remember everything that I want to say. But being a momtrepreneur can sometimes feel isolating because we are so busy. But mom, you're not alone. And I started really doing these videos, and now the podcast of these coffee chats, that's why you need your favorite mug, to give you, the work from home mom and homeschooling mom, an opportunity to connect at your own pace. So today we are going to talk about the 10 benefits of teens in the home. So I'm actually kind of excited about this one. I was having fun thinking of everything I wanted to say. But before we do that, my shirt finally arrived. So this is what we've been waiting for, or I've been waiting for. So this is my hoodie. Keep calm, mom on. And so I really have the whole collection now. I've got the journal and I've got the mug. So let's get some coffee. So yes, I liked the design so much that I did order everything. So the journal you can get off of Amazon, and then the hoodie and the mug are in my Teespring store. So definitely just visit lifeunboxed.blog. There's a shop right at the top, so you can't miss it, and you can find everything in there. So, okay, I'm collecting my thoughts. I'll get another drink of coffee so I can collect them all. So, I know that for most shows like this, mom would be walking around with her camera, showing off her children and all of that. But you get me in my little studio, and it is a little tiny studio. It's literally 4x6 in the basement. But I don't want to do that because number one, we want to protect our kids' privacy. So that's number one. Number two, there's 8 people that live in this house. My house is always cluttered, and I just don't feel like having to keep up with that, all the clutter. And it doesn't matter how many times we clean up the colored pencils every day. The 2-year-old will come once again and dump them all out, and my watch keeps going off. We'll dump them all out on the floor and make a mess. So yeah, I just don't want to keep up with that. So the studio is my little space that stays decluttered. And so this is where we're going to chat. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about the teen years because they can really get a bad rap. And most parents, I do have notes that I wrote down because had all these thoughts. So I wanted to make sure that I was conveying to you all of my thoughts. Okay, so most parents will dread these years and just look forward to rebellion. So I was talking to one of the other moms at co-op this past Friday, and I was just telling her how Friday is our hot date night. So we get to leave the kids home. They take care of the pizza. They put the babies to bed. Like, it is amazing. And so her oldest is only 11. And so she just looked at me. She goes, I'm so jealous right now because they're not there. So that's what got me thinking, like, there are so many things to look forward to in the teen years and having teenagers in the home that I wanted to share them with you. So the teen years don't need to be something you dread. Rebellion and disrespect do not need to be default behaviors. Okay. And I know my kids are homeschooled, so they're not around necessarily the kids that are going to inspire these behaviors on a daily basis. So that is a huge benefit of homeschool. Because let me tell you, like, rebellion and disrespect is not a behavior that will be accepted in our house or expected. Accepted or expected. So they're gonna have to deal with that. So I have to say also, like, I'm always hesitant giving any kind of parenting advice because I feel like my kids need to be at least 30 before I can like really give advice. I need to see if how well they do by the time they're adults, and then like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But I have almost 3 teens in the house right now. So my daughter is not quite 13, but girls become teens like when they're 8 years old. So she's in the upper group of like, yeah, I just have 3 teens, but I also have 3 more to go. So I am open to being tested, not willingly, but it might just happen in everything I am about to say. Because it's the thing with kids. They all have different personalities. But okay, so there are a lot of things that I am enjoying about the teen years. So I am going to share with you the benefits of teens. And it's going to sip of coffee in our Keep Calm Mom On mug. Because this is what you need to do when you have 3 teenagers. So by the time the second litter starts to become teenagers, my youngest teenager of the first litter will be 18. So I will literally have 1 round we get through, and then we get to do round 2. So that'll be fun. So I may need to go back and watch this video in another 5 years. Okay. Number 1. These are the 10 benefits. Number 1 is you get to leave them home. The first time I decided to go Costco shopping without 5 kids. Now, usually when I would go to the grocery store, this is what I would do before I even went in. Okay. This one and this one can go into the front of the shopping cart, especially at Costco because I got the double seats. Go in the front of the shopping cart. The baby I will just carry on me in my Ergo, my baby Ergo, my favorite one. My Ergo baby carrier. All right. And then the other 3, okay, we got this situated over here. They will walk or, dance through the aisles of the store. We've had that a number of times. There's arms flying. So that's always fun. So now they're old enough to stay home and keep the younger ones with them. So, and we get to do hot date night on Friday nights. So it is just an amazing feeling when you reach that milestone of I can leave them home alone. And it's okay. I don't have to load up the 12-passenger van every time I need to go someplace. It is amazing. So that is the first thing, number 1, the thing that you can look forward to in the teen years. Number 2, cooking. All right. I am not domestic at all. I'm not a fan of the kitchen. And I don't want to be. So my oldest son, actually with the baby, because she had so many feeding issues when she was first born, and there's a post on that. I'll leave the link below. But she had so many feeding issues that I had to relinquish something. Because I needed more help. And so my oldest son really stepped up to help with the cooking. Now his repertoire is limited to pizza and pancakes and baked oatmeal and waffles. He can make a mean truffle fry. But those are kind of what he's limited to, but he is growing in that. But just the fact that he's able to hop into the kitchen, read a recipe, and just take it from there is amazing. So he actually ends up cooking at least once or twice a week for everyone. And he doesn't mind doing it either. So that is so big. That is so big, especially if projects run late with clients or run long, I should say, with clients, and I'm just not able to do it. I can ask him to do it, and he's more than willing. So Huge. Number 3, reasoning. So they're at the point, when they're younger, like the response, because I said so, is sufficient, and they just need to be happy with that. But as they get older, they need to understand more of the why behind things. And so it is good. It's a very good thing to kind of be able to reason with them on a more, I guess, intellectual level than, when they were 4, obviously. But to also like hear their thinking behind things, and, even if their logic does not make sense to their conclusion, you can sit down and explain to them, why that actually is flawed, but maybe think about this. So I love the fact that, yes, that we can reason things out with them on a more mature level. All right, number 4, they're just fun to hang out with. They really are. I'm with them all day long. They're with me all day long when we do stuff, because where we live, the rules to get your driver's license for a teenager are really extensive. So my oldest does not have his driver's license yet, but we're working on it. So I am the chauffeur. I am the one that drives them everywhere. So we got to spend a lot of time together. Number 5, they're independent learners. They really like a homeschooling curriculum. Especially when they're high school, middle school, if you have to sit down with them, and of course there's different people have different learning abilities, and sometimes they have different learning struggles. I'm not talking about that. But if your child does not have any of those things and you still have to sit down with them to do the work, then you've got the wrong curriculum. So there's so many out there that are geared to be student led, and they can be, and they can run with them. So that is a huge benefit of having teenagers, and they can also help with the younger kids. Like, they do help me a ton with the younger kids and their schoolwork too. So independent learners. 6, chores. Yes. Now, they've had chores before they were teenagers, but at this point, we're not telling them so much what they need to go back and fix. The boys, it snowed last week, and they had to clean the van off for co-op, and told my oldest, turn it on, warm it up, go scrape it, get it all off. And so they did that, and I didn't have to do that. So that was huge. Dishes, that falls into that kitchen thing again that I don't do very well. Yeah. So that was number 6. They can help out with the chores. 7, brawn. Yes, and what I mean by brawn is their muscles. Like, they're at the age where they're kind of getting stronger than me, but we won't tell them that. So lifting things up the stairs, things that my husband and I would always have to do, be the ones to do it. Like, we put a bunk bed together for the girls this past weekend. It took us 8 hours to do it. It wasn't just an ordinary bunk bed. It was the kind that had stairs and shelves and all that, but it did take 8 hours to do it. But the boys were the ones that brought all the boxes up the stairs. I did not have to touch them. So, and so I did ask my kids to round out the list for me. So these last 3 are from them. Never bored. And, when they said that, I was like, so true. I am never bored with teenagers in the house. Number 9, they make you laugh. Yes, they do. And yeah, they're just hilarious. So, and it also makes me think, like, I'm so glad I'm not a teenager anymore. Whew. And then the 10th one, this came from my second son, who is going to be editing this video. So yes, I did include it there. They're just awesome. So that was his contribution, is teens are just awesome. So that is my list of 10. What are some things that you would add to this list? Definitely let me know in the comments below. And be sure to hop on over to the store and get your Keep Calm Mom On paraphernalia. There's always a coupon code in the store going on, so you can definitely use that, take advantage of that. And of course, your journal on Amazon, and all of these will be linked in the description or below or in the pinned comments. One of those, just look down below and you'll find it. So that is my wrap for 10 benefits of teens in the home. And I hope you've enjoyed the show and that you can look forward to the teen years and also start having your, look forward to your Friday hot date night. And be sure to let me know what else you would add to the list. And I will see you in the next show.